Hi, I'm Nathan Brooks with Electoral Dysfunction, pre-recorded from Studio ESS 1994-B on January 15th, 2009. And now for some breaking news. Since Congress passed a $700 billion bailout plan last year, everyone from bankers to the auto industry went and asked for a loan. Last week, another industry went to Congress begging on its knees for $5 billion of the bailout money. The porn industry. Porn industry tycoons Larry Flynt, who is a Kentucky native and the owner of the Hustler magazine, and Joe Frazier of the Girls Gone Wild series, went to Congress and asked them for their chunk of the bailout package, because each said that the very, very deep recession had caused great distress in their industry. Now, it's unclear whether or not Congress will grant the porn industry its loan. Some senators are completely opposed to giving bailout money to people in such an industry, but others, like former Senator Mark Foley and at least one ex-president, fully support the bill. Our new president will be inaugurated in 5 days, and many people have speculated that the new Democrat has given thought towards legalizing marijuana. Here's Greg with more.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see ya. This special report is on marijuana. If you might not know what that means, well, let's think of some other words. Weed, pot, dope, grass, Mary Jane, ganja, THC, skunk, hash, Mother Nature, dogga, chronic, diggity, ditchweed, rope, thigh stick, fancy green, swag, dank, green herb, Buddha, spliff, spleef, super gold, wacky tobacco, reefer, Maui Maui, Buddha, Bobby Brown, blueberry yum yum, dro, fire, the blow, and my favorite, Willy Wonka. Hereby, Mr. Bringers, I'm about to interview him. He's one of our finest teachers here at Bullet East. Teaches economics and political science. He might know what he's talking about. Let's go. You guys have long hair, so you guys are potheads, right?
Yes. No.
You heard it from them, they're potheads. All right, so big question in everybody's mind. Will Obama legalize marijuana?
No, he won't, and that's really not a big question in my mind, but he will not. No.
You sound out of breath.
Yeah.
You need to quit smoking reefer. And why is this?
Well, I don't think America truly wants marijuana legalized. I don't know why. And like I said, I don't think it's a big question. I don't even think he's even thought about it, more or less, as the president, to legalize marijuana. It's a state issue at this point. You know, it's Michigan last week legalized it for medicine. Some other states have done that in the past. It's not something that the United States will ever legalize. So.
You out of breath?
Yeah.
Evidence of marijuana all started in the 3rd millennium BC. It started in a great country called China. The most famous users of this marijuana were the Hindus and Indians. Before 1910, marijuana was very easy to get a hold of. Nowadays, some people could say almost impossible. New Orleans was the opening of marijuana in the United States. Boats would come into port and they would drop off their marijuana to local residents, and they would go out and sell it on the black market. Marijuana began to overshadow the history and just blaze everything. In the 1960s, musicians started using marijuana. They thought the sense of getting high was, let's just say, freedom, and they could just write about anything. Jimi Hendrix is a great example. He used many drugs besides marijuana, and look at these great songs that he has come out with. And that was my special report on marijuana, or weed, pot, dope, grass, swag, dank, green herb, Bud, Spliff, Spleef, Super Gold, Wacky Tobacco, Reefer, Buddha, Maui Wowie, Bobby Brown, Blueberry Yum Yum, Yum, Dro, Fire, Chronic, Diggity, Ditchweed, Rope, Thigh Stick, Fancy Green, The Blow, and my favorite, Willy Wonka. Hopefully, you know a thing or two about the history of marijuana. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for that, Greg. It sounds like we may be on our way to having a new holiday in April. Have you ever argued with a sober, angry Irishman? Well, I'm about to in our issues segment with Zach. Let's go. I'm here in the Situation Room with Zach McCarthy. Apparently, he's got some issues.
That's right, Nathan. I do have some deep issues regarding the impeachment charges to Illinois Governor Rob
Black, go. Just like sound it out. Blagojevich. Wait, time out. All right, this is the U.S. Senate. That's Russian or something like that. What is that?
Well, anyway, he's facing impeachment charges because he tried to sell the Senate seat that Barack Obama had. Is that really wrong?
Of course that's wrong. You don't just sell a seat and then take the money for yourself. I mean, at least give it to like the homeless or something and let them sell it.
All he was trying to do is create a money flow. That's what governors do.
No, governors govern their governments. Drug dealers handle the money.
Hey, you don't say that.
I said that.
All senators are rich anyway. You're just trying to get money for himself. Everybody needs a little extra.
Oh, right, like the porn industry needing $5 billion for bailout money? Yeah. What, has all his money been sucked dry because of the recent recession? Oh, well, obviously it has. How much money does he make anyway?
Well, obviously not enough.
Oh, right. Well, it doesn't matter now anyway because he's been impeached. Voted out 114 to 1, by the way.
Yeah, that means there's one sensible person in the White House.
And 114 smart ones.
Nuh-uh.
All right. But enough of you. Let's go to the final thought with Mike.
Bailouts, bailouts, bailouts. In case you're not aware, our government is lending money to almost anyone who is brave enough to ask for it. First, the corporate scum of Wall Street received their bailout. Then, the auto industry asked for a loan, was hounded by some old crusty senators, and then received half of what they needed in the first place. Now, in an act of desperation, the porn industry has asked for $5 billion in bailout loans. Since the bailout money is generated from our tax dollars, we are now major stakeholders in Wall Street, we own a very small portion of GM and Chrysler, and we own a small part of the porn industry. What a great country we live in, where every American citizen could own a portion of the porn industry. I'm Mike Reese, and I would just like to say, what a wonderful world.